Hey, you're on Bent TV in the thick of it with Sammi, and joining me, award-winning filmmaker and stand-up extraordinaire, Jonathan Duffy. Jono, darling, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, we talk about award-winning filmmaker for his wonderful film, The Doctor's Wife, but that's not the only thing that you're incredibly famous for. Man About Town, sort of, stuck in between the comedy world and the serious stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of the work you've done.
Okay, so when I first moved to Melbourne just about a year ago.
As a refugee from the Campbell Newman government, yes.
I had a few just very quick lines in a rehearsed reading of playing Rock Hudson.
Oh, that was a fabulous production about his life. Yes.
And I got to sit next to Anton Enos.
Ooh, look out!
He's one of my little crushes for a long time. So I did that, and then that eventually led to me getting to know more people in Melbourne. So I started doing more stand-up, which I'm always doing, and then I also did a show in the Comedy Festival, and I did. I had the lead in Dorian.
That was in Midsumma 2012. Now, I believe there's a really interesting story about you and some molasses a part of that performance.
Yes, Dorian was. It was a kind of a more contemporary piece, and it was based on the portrait of Dorian Gray.
Yep.
And every night for 7 nights, the way Dorian he was a model or something in this. Particular...
Which clearly it's why you got the lead.
Stop it.
Oh.
Every night I emerged from a bathtub filled with molasses, pretty much nude, and stumbled down a stage and then died. And then I would have to stand up where I was and walk through the audience to go to the shower. So dripping molasses everywhere.
Lovely.
I still have flashbacks, actually. Occasionally I smell
the counselling's working okay with that?
Maybe. I could just be sitting here and suddenly I'll smell molasses and there's no reason.
Oh, it's one of those things that you'll never look at it the same again.
Yeah, but my hair was amazing afterwards.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, so shiny.
It was.
Now, we talk about the difference between the serious stuff with doing something like that, and you're also very well known for a lot of your stand-up as well.
I like to think people know me. It's probably a bit far from the truth.
No.
But
not that far.
It's probably, I enjoy it more because I can be lazier in stand-up because you're just sharing opinions and telling jokes, and for me there's less preparation involved. When you're doing the more serious stuff, there's script reading and you've really got to research characters and like for instance, I'm preparing for a role in a show later this year, which I won't give anything away just yet, but I actually have to convincingly play a woman. So that's going to take a lot of preparation because the director's insistent that it's not drag, that it's you are playing a woman. So
Midsumma 2014.
Yes.
Without Me, I'm Nothing.
Without Me, I'm Nothing. It's my first solo show here in Melbourne.
Wow, excited?
I'm excited. I'm also crapping myself a lot. But yeah, Without Me, I'm Nothing. It came out of a birth of me having a complete disdain for The Secret. And that, the just will
which
everything.
Has changed so many people's lives.
It's changed Oprah's life.
Oh my God.
It really has.
Yeah, I know. She wrote a book about it.
She did.
Yeah.
It started out as that, and then it became this 1 hour show which has lots of jokes. It has some songs. There's actually 3 original songs in the show. It has some crazy outfits as well.
Some amazing costumes.
Yes, I'll tell one of them is the Bjork swan dress.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know, it's just, I've actually seen.
I've shown you a picture.
It's amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Now, the great thing about this is that you also get to, a lot of it's coming from the heart, and a lot of it's you telling stories of how you look at different things too.
Exactly. And it's not just, I was like going through my lines and stuff the other day, and I think it's important to tell people it is traditionally, I guess, what you'd say a stand-up show, but there are a few moments in there that will take some people by surprise. There are a few peaks and troughs, if you will, and I'll be revealing, some quite intimate things about myself as well. So,
even more intimate than we saw in the movie.
Yes, actually.
Wow, it's going to be an exciting journey. So for you, you're already at the point where not only is this amazing production for Midsumma, but there's already work for you for later in the year.
There is, and if this is a successful show, then I may remount it, put it on again, or take it around. I'd love to tour it. That would be amazing. You've
also been a really great support of doing some fabulous work with our amazing friend Daniel Whitehead.
Yes.
So I'm definitely going to have you back when we get Daniel in to talk about some of the stuff that you've done with him with filmmaking and his cartoon series and so many other things. But is it for you, you feel like you're sort of giving something back as well when you're involved with some of these great community projects? Because you're also a great supporter of the Shepherd and Diversity Group and all the stuff that they do up there.
Yeah, and it is sort of giving back. I've also started a web series as well called The Meaning of Marriage.
Yes. What's the website for that?
So it's all through YouTube, but you can go to it's Facebook.com and /Meaning of Marriage TV.
So the plan is with this is every month you're going to upload another part of this series
until marriage equality is legal in Australia.
So it could go for 6 months or it could go for 6 years.
It could, exactly. it could be a very shortly lived series or a long one, but what we're doing is exploring what marriage actually means to modern Australia, not just gay and lesbian people, but to people in polyamorous relationships, people who are in deeply religious, cultures, and what does marriage actually mean today? And is there a valid non-religious reason why, say, myself and my partner Vincent shouldn't be able to get married?
We're at that point now, I think, where marriage is, now they've changed the actual wording and taken it away from gay marriage and made it about equal rights, that people in the broader community are starting to take it more seriously. And with this fabulous series you've got going, it's going to make such a difference, I think, because it's showing people that we're all just the same as everybody else.
Hopefully.
Now, darling, I'm really looking forward to this fabulous show, and just the rest of your career is just going from strength to strength.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming in and spending some time with us here. And I look forward to having you in again very, very shortly. You're with Sammi on Bent TV, in the thick of it with award-winning filmmaker and stand-up extraordinaire Jonathan Duffy.